You have like all these mixed emotions. You're scared, you're also excited. You're in the front line and you can see how big the fire is.
I learned that I love to run from an early age. My grandparents are very traditional, and my dad has a similar mindset to them. They did not encourage me to run. They told me as a kid, Chinese people do not run, we're not good at it, and you cannot make it as a professional athlete. Focus on your studies and schoolwork.
I got married pretty young because I didn't think I had options and I wanted a family. Just in a few years, our goals didn't align up anymore and we obviously wanted different things and he didn't want a family. So left me with a 2-year-old daughter to raise. I just never envisioned that I would be, someone that was divorced with a kid trying to figure it out on my own.
Beaufort West is about 500 kilometers away from Cape Town. Unemployment rate is high and there was a lot of challenges. Like for instance, my son, I was actually 17 when I gave birth to him. His name is Oyama, which is lean on me.
My parents, they wanted a better life and they sold everything to be able to move to New Zealand. My mum, she was studying at uni and also working full-time. She was working in a dry cleaner's store, earning something crazy, a lot lower than what minimum wage is now, and trying to raise 2 daughters.
Seeing the situation at home, everything is like depending on me. I need to feed them, my son he needs clothes. I felt the pressure like I need to get out of school. I just need to get a job. I started volunteering at a fire station in Beaufort West, and that's where the passion came. I just took a risk. I just decided that I'm leaving for Cape Town.
My mom, she taught us the importance of an education, the importance of being prepared because we don't know what life is going to throw at us, which was why I was lucky to find the career of nursing because I became the breadwinner and I was still being able to support my daughter.
When I left my son, it was very difficult. But I know and he knows that everything that I'm doing for him so that he can have a better future, more than I did.
Let's go get you ready. So typical day is getting kids ready for school, whether I've worked a night shift or not. And then I get dinner ready at night, and most of the time I see my husband for a minute to say, how was your day, goodbye, and then I head off to work. And then I'm a nurse for 12 hours. Then I come home and try to figure out when I'm gonna sleep.
I wanted to be an engineer because it allowed me to be creative, but also catered to my more mathematical mind. I'm designing infrastructure, bridges, buildings. Sometimes it's not just catering to one person, it can be for a whole community. That's really neat to see the benefits of that.
I was working at Chrysalis Academy. I was a junior instructor in training. They announced that there's 15 women that's been chosen as the wildland firefighters. And the students were like, wow, ma'am, congratulations, you made it. And then obviously thoughts started to come, is it really happening? Is there really going to be a crew of wildland firefighting women? When I am on the front line, you have like all these mixed emotions. You're scared, you're also overwhelmed, you're excited, thinking that you're in the front line and then you can see how big the fire is. I think that is the most scariest thing ever because you might never know what's going to happen.
There you go.
When I found out that I was expecting a child with Down syndrome, I didn't know what that necessarily entailed. And in my head, I thought it would mean we wouldn't have any fun as a family anymore. We started hiking with her, and the second I put her on my back, it was just an amazing feeling. Like, I felt very empowered. I felt a deep connection with her, that I could help show her all these wonderful things. Talk to her and tell her, look at the trees, look at the birds, look at the animals. Sometimes we'll get looks on the trail, whether it's with Ruby or just even myself. They don't expect to see me doing those activities, and sometimes it's thought that I don't necessarily, fit that mold or have the same ability, but that's my journey. My journey looks a little bit different, and we've learned that we want that for Ruby. We don't want her to feel that because she gets looks that she can't do anything, that she is still able to do anything she wants to do.
There was a lot of people saying that you can never be a firefighter. How can you be a firefighter because you're a woman? I'm actually very proud of myself, from where I came from to where I am now and to where I'm still going.
I think one of the biggest gifts is to just let people do what they choose.
I love working with all the women that I work with. Everybody will stand up at the end of the day and help out and take care of people, and it's teamwork.
I feel strong with them next to me, and that we can show everyone that we can do it.
I never thought I was breaking stereotypes until people started pointing it out to me. Maybe I think I'm bigger than what I am. I don't see myself as being small when I'm working on site and when I'm running. I think, to me, we're just people. If I am really struggling, I just need to take a moment and look at where I am and be like, you are lucky and blessed to be here.
It feels that it's a big role for me to know that I'm protecting the mountains.
Now it's become a healing point for us. To think that that might be a legacy of being in the outdoors and finding refuge in these places, and how much more unified we are now because of those outdoor experiences. I mean, ultimately, success for me is, a happy family. That's, I think, the greatest thing that anybody could hope for.
You don't have to make excuses about my background, where I'm coming from, and it doesn't define who we are. It didn't define me.
What's important in my life is to make my own decisions and not be held back by someone else's belief.
My name is Nancy, and I work as a structural engineer. I love to run in the mountains.
My name is Melody Forsyth. I am a mother of 4. I am a labor and delivery nurse. I am a hiker. I am an outdoors woman.
My name is Vuyiseka, and I am a wildland firefighter. I'm a single parent, and I'm a breadwinner. And I'm strong. I'm strong, and I'm proud of myself.